with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now that the trade deadline is over and done with, a lot of teams made a lot of changes. They did. We all know the Lakers did. We all know the Mavericks did. Kings, Spurs, Warriors, Heat. A lot of teams made a lot of changes, right? A lot of people got kicked off the team and sent to the Siberia of the NBA and the Washington Wizards. Chris Middleton, I think Malcolm Brogdon, and now Marcus Smart. We'll get to Marcus Smart later on. There was another big trade. DeAndre Hunter getting sent to the Cleveland Cavaliers basically for nothing. Cleveland Cavaliers are probably going to be the number one seed for the rest of the year. We'll see what happens with that. But there was a trade that people are not giving really into. And that trade was, I didn't learn until probably 2 hours after the trade deadline, was Kevin Porter Jr. was traded from the Los Angeles Clippers to the Milwaukee Bucks for Marcin Beauchamp, which really didn't do anything for the last 3 years he's been in the league, since the Bucks drafted him. Kevin Porter Jr. Everybody remembers him. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. You probably know more for his off-the-court antics. If you do remember the offseason of 2023, when he crashed out in the New York hotel on his ex-girlfriend. I think he came out being charged with a misdemeanor. Got kicked off the Houston Rockets because when he was on the Houston Rockets, he was a absolute force for the Houston Rockets. But since he made that little mistake in New York City, got kicked out of the league, had to play overseas for like a year, and then he came back to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers, and now he's with the Milwaukee Bucks. Many people did not like that trade because they had their feelings about abuser. I'm not even going to get into that because that story is a lot in itself right there as it is. But Kevin Porter Jr. this year, I think he was averaging 9 points a game. I think when he was on the Houston Rockets, it might have been 18 points a game. This is what the Bucks needed. Make a long story short. They needed someone like a Kevin Porter Jr. He's only 24 years old. Going on 25 this year. They needed some youth. The Bucks in this trade deadline needed the youth. People don't understand the Chris Middleton trade. If you watch the Bucks like I do, Chris Middleton was not the same Chris Middleton he was 4 years ago. He just wasn't. It just was not anymore. Every year, beginning of every year, seemed like he was injured. Either it was ankles, hamstring. He was just always injured. This goes back to 2017. He was just always injured. The best availability is you always are there. And he was not always there. Yes, he's no longer with the team. He's in Washington. I don't know how long he's going to be on Washington. He might be for the rest of the season. Who knows? He's maybe part of the buyout there. Who knows? But getting Kyle Kuzma, hopefully he lives up to, he goes back to pre-LeBron. When I mean pre-LeBron, before LeBron got to the, no, not even pre-LeBron. Even when he was on that bubble season, he was still decent. He was still decent. If he can get back to that level, the Bucks may have something. He's definitely going to start. I don't know about Kevin Porter Jr. might start. I think it might be still Brooke Lopez, what some people thought should have been traded. Still gonna be honest. Kyle Kuzma now at small forward position, and maybe Andre Jackson Jr. and Dame, and then you still have Bobby Portis, uh, Kevin Porter Jr. now, and Gary Neal. Oh, not Gary Neal, Gary Trent Jr. I mean, whoever else is coming off that bench, they may have saved. Sorry, they may have saved the season for themselves. Now, there's Marcus Smart. I don't know if this is going to happen or not. I don't think Marcus Smart is going to be on the Washington Wizards. He may get a contract buyout. And with that trade with Kyle Kuzma, I think that allows the Bucks to get a contract or a buyout player. And it possibly could be a Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is still fairly young, still in his prime. He's only 30. I think he's going to be 31. Still, I think he was just wasting away on Memphis. If the Bucks could somehow get him, the Bucks may have saved their season and may be getting out of the first round and may potentially have a run in their hands. So they get someone like a Marcus Smart, they may be able to compete with the Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, and Cleveland Cavaliers. If that does happen, and they choose to get Marcus Smart, and I know Marcus Smart will have the Bucks, and the Bucks do play someone like the Boston Celtics. I know he'll have to get some get back on that one because I think he missed out on the ring. But the Bucks may have received a decent grade for this trade deadline. This has probably been the wildest trade deadline in a long time. But it was bound to happen. Had a lot of players that didn't want to be where they was at anymore. A lot of players that need to get up on this team. But the Bucks needed this. The last few games I saw before the trade deadline against Memphis, the Portland Trailblazers, it was just horrible. And they needed to change. So I give the Bucks maybe a B minus, maybe C plus for this trade deadline. What else depends? They, like I said, they do get Marcus Smart, and he does get bought out. Then this might be a B, almost an A minus trade deadline for the Bucks. But we have to see. But nobody ain't talking about that trade. What else they got that center from New York as well. So they got a backup center, Kevin Porter Jr. and Kyle Kuzma in this. So far, it sounds good, but they have to translate it onto the court and see what happens. But anyways,